Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you an update on this video. We're calling this part 2, which is Spotify removes my music and calls me a liar. And so the backstory of it is that I noticed that my newest album, Far Enough, was gone from the site. And so I dug through my emails and found an email notifying me that I had broken my agreement with Spotify, and I had hired someone to give me illegal streams, and I had not. When we released Far Enough, we hired a PR firm, and they're old school. They don't do any digital marketing, period. It's all, I mean, like literally, they're mailing CDs to radio stations and to press people. They have some that they service electronically through an email link or like a SoundCloud link to the music. But as far as them doing anything on Spotify, the answer is no. They don't do that. I haven't done that. So I contacted them and they threw me back to my distributor, which was DistroKid. And so I contacted them and they're like, too bad. You're just going to have to re-upload the album. And so I did. They said using the same numbers, everything's the same. And so I did that. And sure enough, man, bam, it was right back up there. And so everything was groovy. But a few weeks later, then I noticed that my two most popular albums, Red and Something Better, were also gone from the site. And sure enough, I contacted then CD Baby, who was the distributor on those records, which came out, those came out, one of them came out in 2003, one of them came out in 2006. So CD Baby did those. And CD Baby had a different story. They were not very supportive, and I don't really think I got good information from them, and that they told me that I needed to resubmit the albums using different numbers. And it just didn't set well for me. So I decided, and they were not the most responsive and supportive, I don't think, anyway. Maybe I'm being too demanding, but anyway, so I decided to use DistroKid and re-upload those two records onto Spotify. And so sure enough, put them out, bam, they were up there. And then in just a few weeks later, I noticed that I think 5 songs from the Something Better album were not there anymore. And so I went, sent a chat to DistroKid. They're like, okay, we'll check into it, give us a little bit. And then I had a senior moment. And so I forgot about it until yesterday. And then I looked, and sure enough, they're not there. So contacted DistroKid this morning, and they said, hey, give us about a week. We'll resubmit the songs. And so anyway, that's what's going on with that. But I've never used a service other than I used Hyped It. Are you familiar with Hyped It? I used them to submit some YouTube ads. Nothing on Spotify, nothing on Facebook, just some YouTube ads. I have lyric videos for all the songs on Far Enough, and so I decided I would run some ads, and I'm grinning because what happened is that I had a senior moment and I forgot to shut them off. So I had my song Living Here in Babylon set up at a $5 a day budget, and I forgot to shut it off, and it ran for like 60 days or something. So I ended up spending like $400 on advertising, but I ended up with like 200,000 plus views. So hey, that was a deal. But I've never done anything to try to get false streams or even promote things on Spotify. I've looked at running ads on there, but I have yet to figure out the best way to do it for me. And so I know Hyped It does it. And a lot of people do this. A lot of the people that I listen to online about this kind of stuff, they what they say is run Facebook ads to move people from Facebook to Spotify to promote your tracks. And I haven't done that yet. So anyway, that's what's going on. So I wanted to give you an update. And so if you have any questions or anything for me, leave them in the comments. I will try to answer every one of them. And I'll even put a link. I have a playlist on Spotify. This is where I found that the songs were missing. Yeah, I have a playlist on there that has 9 hours of my music on there. It's like, man, you want to spend 9 hours with me? I'll be more than glad to accommodate you. And I'll be more than happy to, to let some big artist on Spotify take my money because I don't qualify to meet their requirements to have enough streams to be paid anymore, which that's a whole different world right there. So anyway, that's what I know. Just thought I'd give you an update, and I'll talk to you later. Adios.